Hey, Joe here. I'm the custodian at ignitiondiecast.com, but this channel is mostly a video diary of my personal collecting, hijinks, successes, failures. Walk with me now as I open and talk about cars, trucks, and sometimes even action figures. I usually interject some sassy Gen X commentary about the hobby, tales from the toy aisle, and society itself. So be sure to like, subscribe, share, and definitely comment. Your opinion matters. Good morning, Diecast friends, family, channel viewers. I'm running a little late today. I'm already bathed, which is typical for these videos. It's usually the first thing I do every morning, but had a lot to do this morning. So I'm clean, not shaven, but clean. It's Thirsty Thursday. And I got that Fast and Furious set. And see this one right there, Fast and Furious. And there's only one. Well, wait, before I get to those cars, let me give you a couple announcements about Ignition Diecast. The sale, the loose 2024 Hot Wheels sale is going on still until midnight tonight. And then most of that stuff will either go to the altar of sacrifice, or the price will be jacked up because, frankly, it's the long sellers, good stuff that'll be put in the pipeline of plunder. But there's another sale going on already that I haven't really changed the announcement on the website or anything. All multi-pack exclusives, Hot Wheels and Matchbox, are on sale at 75 cents a piece, loose. That's not quite as much of a steal as the 50-cent sale, but I have significantly fewer of them. Still enough that I need to clear them out, but not like thousands, more like hundreds. But take advantage of that. That'll be going on till probably midnight Sunday. So if you're into multi-pack exclusives, Matchbox or Hot Wheels, check it out. So this Fast and Furious set, the only one that I'm not keeping is this Porsche, because this is a repack. This came out in a Fast and Furious set last year, and I got it, and the car is identical. So this will be for sale, you know where. And that leaves 4 cars. Let me talk about this one first, because I got some facts in my head that might fade and dime. It's a Toyota Chaser, and it's a JZX 100. So this one, as depicted, is the 6th generation. The Chaser is a car that Toyota only released in Japan, and apparently it's on the same platform as the Crown, which it also is not released in the US, but it's kind of a big deal. It's sort of like a Mac Daddy luxury car in Asia. But the Chaser is on the same platform, but it's more of like the sportier model. And the closest we got to this in the US was the 2nd generation, if I'm not mistaken, of the Chaser, was released in the US as the Cressida, which I vaguely remember, but not kind of a footnote in Toyota US history. I'm pretty sure they don't make it anymore. But this is the 6th gen Chaser, and apparently did pretty well in the Japanese touring car racing. They modified this for racing, and it was also not a bad drift car because it was rear-wheel drive and came in a manual. So yeah, popular with drifters. I only saw a couple of the first few of the Fast and Furious movies, so I have no clue if this was featured or not. I presume it is. I would imagine that Hot Wheels only does cars that show up in the movies at some point, but I'll put this in my Toyota box. I don't know much about the car besides what I just told you, and I think that's the only one I've got. I think that might be the debut of that casting. Not sure. The Lancer Evolution IX. And I don't have this. I wasn't a Lancer collector until somebody sent me one. And now I have Lancers and Eclipses, and I decided to keep the Pajeros too. So here's this, the Impreza Killer, the IX. I didn't know nothing about the alphabet codes of Mitsubishis. So yeah, it's an Evo. This one is a repack too, but I never kept it the last time we saw it. So this time I grabbed one. I'm gonna keep it. It's a gold Lamborghini. It's another Super Leggera Gallardo LP 570-4 Super Leggera in gold. And just got 2 of these loose the other day, so now I have at least 3. My Lamborghini box is kind of a free-for-all. I'm not sure what's in there. I just know what I have and what I don't have, and I didn't have this one, so I'm betting that this car was actually gold-plated by some Arab prince in one of those oil-rich countries at some point. So probably a true story. And again, I don't know if this showed up in Fast and Furious or not. I only watched a couple. I watched up to Tokyo Drift, and they started becoming a little silly. So, Super Leggera in gold. I have it. And lastly, the Piece de Resistance. This Honda Civic Coupe, which is the reason that I wanted any of these cars. This is like the flagship car in this set. If it hadn't been for this car, I may have just sort of like waited around until I found these other cars. But this was the reason I bought this set, and I kept those other 3. The full name is a 1993 Honda Civic Coupe EX EJ1. EX is like the body, the chassis, and I think EJ1 is the engine. But this is definitely a debut. They've never made this before. And I like it. I heard some grumbling about the gray wheels on premiums on the fake book, but I don't mind them so much. I mean, obviously it would be cooler if they were black or like brushed aluminum, but not a deal breaker. Definitely like this car. Black on black on black. So yeah, if the rims were black, that'd be super cool. So that's all I got today for Thirsty Thursday. Check out that multi-pack sale. It's going on until Sunday. And then after that sale, it's Pipeline and Plunder, which I'll update around 7:15 every weekday. And the less hot stuff, the Altar of Sacrifice, which I avoid. I only put stuff in there if I want to get rid of it. Pipeline and Plunder is where the hot stuff is. And because these cars are getting kind of expensive, the price is starting to go up. Probably going to have less in stock than ever. And who knows? I might have to buy these through auction houses or something. They're becoming like luxury goods. They're not toys anymore. Keep it fun. Talk to you tomorrow on Freestyle Friday.